definitely more grays in here where we have these cream kind of champagne colors, if you will. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this really simple eye look using this palette from Charlotte Tilbury. Let's get into the video. So as I shared in the beginning of the video, I'm going to show you how I created this look. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Uptown Girl palette. So this is a beautiful palette. You can smoke this out and really make this an evening look, but I did a lighter version, not really a smoky look, but just a really pretty s- shimmery sort of a look for daytime. It's totally daytime, I believe. And let me tell you a little bit about this before I get started. I'm going to talk about the prep and we're going to get right into it. So these are the shades right here. Now, when you see a palette like this, just so you know, you might be confused, like, what do I go in first? Well, I'm going to go in with this lighter shadow today first. Now, sometimes I will go in and I will use a shade like this and go into my crease, but today I'm going in with this shimmery kind of a lighter color right here. It's just going to be a really good base for my look. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this darker shadow and I'm going to put that on the outer corner. As you can see how my eye looks more lifted when you use that darker color on the outer corner. It's just going to kind of help to lift your eyes. Now, you could take that dark color and you can put it on your lid and do a really cool evening look with it. Maybe I'll do that in another video, but I just want to do something more daytime for today. Um, and so after I do that darker color, then I'm going to go in and use that on the crease. And then at the end, I'm going to put that shimmer on. So before you get started with your eyeshadow, you always want to make sure that you are priming. So I like to go in and use a primer, the one I like to use, which is actually an eyeshadow. It's a cream shadow that doesn't crease. And this is from MAC and it's Painterly. And it's just a nice flesh tone for me. So I like to use that. Otherwise, I would look for some sort of an eyeshadow primer. Eyeshadow primer is going to help to prevent creasing. You're not going to have to put on as much eyeshadow because you're not going to have to keep building it up to try to cover any discoloration that you have on your eyes. It's just going to it's going to look like you had like a makeup artist did your eyeshadow, if you will. It's just going to look amazing. It's going to wear better. It's really a must-have. I don't really personally like to use a concealer because I find concealers can still crease. I don't think they're as good as using something that's really meant for your eye area, in my opinion, okay? In my opinion, in my experience. So I'm going to go ahead and start on this eye. And I actually did that, but I noticed that my microphone was off. So we're going to do it again. So I'm just going to go in with this color right here and put that all over like that. Then I'm going to go in and I am going to, and by the way, that was my reference number 2 brush. It's a nice brush to use, kind of a brush, nice lid brush. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use this brush right here. And this one is from BK Beauty. And this is the number 205 from BK Beauty. It's got that nice angle on it. So it's just going to make getting this area so much easier. Okay, building that up. But I've told you guys before, I can do a similar look with a fluffy brush too. When I'm in a hurry, that's what I use. But we're going to use this today. So I'm going to go into that darkest shadow right here. And I'm going to go ahead and start applying that. And you see how I'm doing it? I don't want to swing it out that way. I just kind of want to keep it right there. And see already how it gives it a nice little lift, kind of contours my eye, if you will. Like that. I'm going to leave it. Now I'm going to go in and use this brush. This is from Reference. This is the 13 Max brush. So it's a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to take that lighter gray right here. And now I'm going to start to, I started that corner there. And then I'm going to start putting it on my lid. Now since this is for daytime, I don't want to build this up too much. So now I'm going to start to blend this. And I want to keep it inside here. I don't want to go out. I've already have my foundation on, but if I needed to, I could clean it up if I got a little sloppy. It's no big deal to do. But I just want to blend it out and soften the look. I don't like a harsh line when I do my makeup. And I'm using a 10 times mirror right now so I can see close up. It's always good to see close up and far away. BK Beauty brush number 209 brush. I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to mix these two. And now I'm going to apply it. And it's just going to give it a little bit more va-va-voom, if you will. So I kind of made it pop a little bit more. Next, I'm going to go in and I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury black liner, which hopefully is okay. One of these, I had two of these I bought a couple of years ago, and I think they're starting to get dried out. But I want to use black with this and not brown today. Just get this in my tight line. And I'm going to just put a little bit right on the top of my lid as well. I'm going to take my smudger brush. I'm just going to dip it into this a little bit. Make sure I tap it off. And I don't want to smudge it too much, but like I don't want to make it too thick is what I'm saying. So I want to keep it by my lash line. Just kind of blend it out a little bit. And I still want to blend out my eyeshadow a little bit because I can see I just want it a little bit softer. The reflection is hitting it differently. It looks the same, but see how it changes a little bit? The eyeshadow, just so you know, it is even. So now I'm going to go in and I am going to take that same liner and just really lightly, I want to go right on my lash line. And then I want to take that smudger brush and use that dark shadow again. And I want to go right on top of that. The shadow just isn't deep enough. I wanted it a little bit deeper. And I don't like to pull it down too far, but if I do, I just go in and take a fluffy brush and just blend it out. So we don't want to pull it down too much. I'm going to take this brush from Refer. This is the number 3 brush. See, it's got that nice little point there. And I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go right here. Just pop that. I'm going to pop a little bit more right there too. It's not intense. It is very subtle, just so you know. Then I'm going to do my brows and my mascara, and I will be right back. So that is my final look. As I said, you could go a lot deeper with this too and do more of a really smoky eye look. And if you want me to share that, let me know in the comments below. But I wanted to compare the two palettes with you. So this is the Rock Chic palette, and this is the Uptown Girl palette. So they look like they're similar, but they're not, as you can see. Definitely different. There's definitely more grays in here where we have these cream kind of champagne colors, if you will, mixed in. The gray shadows, let's see if I can, let's put those closer so we can look at them like that. And again, I do see a difference. I feel like this is has more of a blue gray, if you will. And that one it's definitely, those grays are a little bit darker, more of a true gray, where these are more blue based, if you will, in my opinion. Both are gorgeous palettes. I mean, you can't go wrong. And I do think you'll get different looks with them if you use them. This color right here is definitely a lot deeper than these shimmer shadows as well. And that's just gorgeous. That gray shimmer shadow is just gorgeous. So either way, you can't go wrong. I love both of these palettes. I should pull this one out more. I just love these colors on me. They're so fun to do. I do feel like you can get more of an intense, darker look though than you can with this one, but you just can't go wrong with either one. They're just gorgeous. I love her eyeshadows. I think they're so beautiful. I have so many of hers. I made out of all of the makeup that I have. I definitely have more Charlotte Tilbury shadows. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it was helpful and informative. If you have been eyeing that palette, or thinking about doing like a smoky eye look, I hope that this was helpful to you. And of course, as always, I tell you this, You can do a similar look with colors you already have. So if you have colors that are similar to, let me get it back out again so you can see it. So if you have colors that are similar, you can create a similar look. You don't have to go out and get this palette if it's not in your budget or whatever. But I just really love her palettes and I like how small it is, so it's nice and packable for me too as well. So thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, would love to have you join. I share new videos every single week. Please consider smashing that subscribe button below. It is free. I would greatly appreciate it too if you've enjoyed this. Please make sure you like, share, and comment on the video. Helps to push them out to the algorithm. Would greatly appreciate it. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.